Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim Shaves, and today is gonna be a quick lather session with a basic soap. This is the Italian Barber Amici. I believe this is a vegan soap. It smells like citrus, grapefruit, something like that, but it has a bit of a cologne-y background to it. I would say my guess is like an Italian citrus scent, but yeah, it's pretty nice. I would say maybe 3 or 4 out of 10 in terms of scent strength. And this is how it looks like. I just scooped a bit to work with. That's what I do with most of my soaps. And gonna be lathering with my test brush. This is the Rudy Vey synthetic, along with my regular 99-cent cereal bowl. Now, one thing about these bowls is that you don't need ridges on the bowls to make up a good, workable, decent lather. This one has smooth surface, but it still works fine. Yeah, and ridges like the ones on this Captain's Choice bowl, it's nice, but it's not necessary. I just use this most of the time because I have it, but if I didn't have it, I'll be fine using this smooth cereal bowl. So let's get on lathering. So what I'm gonna do is just scoop some out of this tub. And this soap is fairly inexpensive. I believe when I got it for maybe like $2.99 or $3 around there from Italian Barber. So it's quite a deal. I think it's around 4 ounces or 5 ounces, so yeah, it's a good value. So let's see, I'm gonna get this much amount, maybe an almond size, maybe a bit less. Just gonna transfer it onto the bowl. All right, get everything off of here. Here we go. Now this is the size that I have. Just gonna spread it thinly across the bottom of the bowl so that I'm able to lather it or evenly distribute it and lather it easily. If you just leave it in the center of the bowl, sometimes the soap will just float around in chunks, and you don't want that. So what I do is I just spread it thinly. I believe DK, Dan Fine Shave, also does this. And then yeah, and then what I'm gonna do is just put some water here. Just grab some water with my fingers, like this. Just a couple of drops. 1, 2, maybe one more. 3. All right, so it's got some water in there. I'll usually just wait around a minute or 2 just to let the soap soften up a bit with the water. Just swirl it around. And I got this synthetic brush. I don't need to soak this beforehand, so this is dry. It's good. Just gonna dunk it underwater for a couple of seconds. And now it's full of water, just damp. So, yeah, there we go. Full of water. I'm gonna shake out a couple of times. Let's do 1, 2, 3, one more, 4. Shaking off 4 times, a bit damp. And let's get on lathering. Here we go. Now, how I lather it, it usually starts off pretty bubbly. You guys can see there's like nothing there, and it's just bubbles, but it's fine. Just keep on lathering, and the lather, this soap will mix in with water and build into some creamy, dense lather. Now this soap is not the densest out there, but when I tested it out, it does build some pretty decent lather. In my experience, a lot of the tallow or lanolin soaps build dense looking lather and visually appealing as well. Some of the vegan soaps will do the same, but it just depends on the formula. This one is not as dense as some of the other soaps, but it's decent and it's definitely easy to work with. As you guys can see, I'm building some creamy lather in the bowl. Swirl it around clockwise, counterclockwise, push it a bit to whip up some lather. And this might need a bit more water, so let's see here. Just gonna mix it around just a bit more. And after maybe a minute or two, this is the result that I have and what I got on the brush. So I'm gonna add some more water and continue mixing. Just grab some with my fingers. Here, 1 and 2 drips of water. I think this should be good to go after mixing it with water. Now this is just my way of doing it. You could adjust the amount of water that you put in depending on just your preference. But I like it a bit yogurty with some peaks. That's when I know it's hydrated to my liking. You guys could make it a bit more drier or a bit more hydrated where it's almost dripping. That's just to one's own preference. And this should be good to go. Now this is the point where I will take it to the face and do a bit of face lathering. But this is what I have and what I got on the brush. Pretty nice. Very nice. Alright, so let me just take this and then wet my palm here. And then do a bit of palm lathering. See what we got. To start off, maybe it looks a little bubbly, a little foamy, but that's fine. Just need to work it in and build into a creamy lather. Alright. I believe this was one of the soaps that I purchased early on. I have a couple of RazoRock soaps, but people who started maybe a year or 2 years back wet shaving, I think they all have like plenty of those value RazoRock soaps because those are pretty, yeah, I mean like when you first start in this hobby, value is one of the most important aspects of it. And many people start this hobby, wet shaving, to save money, and like the blades are so cheap. And sometimes the shaving soaps can be expensive when you come from like Barber or shaving gels or creams. So these value options from RazoRock and Italian Barber can be very appealing to people starting out. So yeah, not bad here. I'm just gonna keep on palm lathering, and I think this could use a bit more water, and it's turning into a pretty dense and creamy lather. And I could tell kind of by the peaks that I can make from here. So you guys can see the peaks are still pretty stiff. It's not like folding or like following the brush, so it means that this could use a bit more water. So I'm just gonna dip the tip here in the brush and then continue palm lathering. All right. And as I continue on, it'll build some more volume and build more peaks, more stretchy peaks, and I don't know, it's just very appealing to work with. And when you have a good hydrated lather on your face and the razor glides smoothly without any friction, it's just a very enjoyable experience for me. All right, this is about where I like it here. So here you go. Got plenty of lather here. You got the peaks kind of following the brush a bit. I think I could add a bit more water, but because this is a vegan formula, this should be fine. So that's the result that I got. Just gonna transfer all that I have to the brush. You got an ice cream cone here. Let me just pull this all out. Here we go. Got plenty of lather with some nice stretchy peaks. Feels pretty slick, not sick, but yeah, I might take this out for some shaving sessions because I haven't used RazoRock soaps in quite a while. But yeah, judging from this lather session, I think this will do a good job during the shave. Feels slick. It produces lather easily, and yeah, seems very creamy to my liking. But that was today's lathering session with the RazoRock soap. I still got plenty more in the bowl, so I think the amount I use will be good for a 3-pass shave and a couple of cleanups. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are looking to purchase some RazoRock soaps, I think those are pretty good value options, good starter options as well for people starting out, as well as people who just want to save a bit of money and yeah, go with these pretty good values. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. It's Tim Shaves, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.